Hi, it's Megan. I did something very painful. I actually splurged on part of the Tom Ford fall collection, limited edition stuff, and I've been wanting to try Tom Ford for a while, but I was scared away by the price point. But this particular collection was, first of all, getting raves ahead of time, and then also a little bit more nude oriented, so wearable, like something I could actually wear every day, which seemed to justify the price point more than if it had been some glamorous, I don't know, smoky eye thing, which I don't wear every day. Like, but don't wear every day. So anyway, you get a box like this, and you get the little felt velvet pouch. The beautiful, beautiful, this is the Eyeshadow Nude Dip. Beautiful case, which I cannot keep fingerprints on. I keep cleaning these because I don't want the fingerprints on the video, and then I'm like, okay, that's it, I give up. I have outdoor swatches too. And you get a great Tom Ford mirror. It says Tom Ford, which I'm not going to show. And then you get these 4 colors. And you get these little brushes, which I did not use. They're fine. They're, I guess, slightly better than a lot of brushes like this. One is a little pad, and then one is a brush. But I kind of like my brushes, so I didn't use them. So these are them, and if this is limited edition. It is, oh my god, $79 for 0.21 ounces. And there are 4 shades. They're neutral. And I thought they were warm, but not overall super warm. But there's like a champagne, golden champagne, and then a darker brown. And those two I thought were the warmest 2 shades. The light and the dark. They are unbelievably buttery, pigmented, blendable. They're just like finely milled, beautiful texture. I was trying to think, what are they like? I think the closest is they're smoother than and more finely milled than the new YSL formula, not the old. And then they also remind me a little bit of the Chanel, but again, they're the new Chanels. They're almost just more finely milled, and they blend ridiculously well. There's like, I tried actually not to blend in the brown quite so much because I wanted it to show up a little bit more separate just so you could see it, and I was going to blend it after, and it just blends so well. I almost couldn't like make it look obvious. So I have 2 different colors on my lids. I've got the taupe on this one and kind of this pink rose gold coppery color on this one, and I'll go through that. But the reason I did that, which I don't do very often, is because as I was playing around with these, I didn't like using all 4 colors at once, if that makes sense. When I got it yesterday, I was just really playing around with, can I smoke this up? Can I make it darker? Can I do this? Can I do that? And I just thought the colors by themselves were so pretty. They were kind of lost a little bit when you tried to use all 4, so I just used 3 on each eye because I didn't want to lose how beautiful they are. But they do blend beautifully, and you can do it. I like it better this way. So anyway, these are the colors. And the first one does not have a name. They don't name them. It's right here. And this is, I've got this lipstick stain on my wrist. Super light. You're not going to see it really well, but you can see how shimmery it is. This is almost to a frost finish. It's so metallic, and I don't like frosts. Honestly, on me, they make things look a little bit too cool. For my skin tone. This one almost gets there, but for some reason it doesn't, and it looks really pretty on. It almost looks like a highlight shade. Very shimmery. And I just took a brush like this and put that. I'm going to put a little bit more so you can see it, but you can see you just can't get an obvious look with these shadows. They're just so great that way. You can also use these wet, not just dry. And they were a little bit more pigmented, but also more metallic when they were used wet. They're kind of like the Marc Jacobs in that sense. I guess they remind me a little bit of the Marc Jacobs too, a little bit, but not quite as metallic. All of the colors wore about 9 hours on me without a primer. They do look and last better with a primer, but you don't need a primer. I think the one thing you might need a primer for is if you want to use the dark one as a liner, but not as a wet liner. There was the only place I felt like, I don't know, it was really a natural look though, so do you want a sharper line than that? I don't know, it's a tough call. So then the next one is right here, right there. Again, super metallic. And this to me is almost like a rose gold. So I got it's definitely rosy, It's almost got a copper or gold, rose gold kind of undertone to it. Super light. And this right here is on the lid, and I prefer the next color to the rose goldish color on me, but I think people with a cooler skin tone are going to feel the opposite. I think it's a great color for someone who is a little bit cooler because it's got the warmth in it as well, almost like it's a rose gold with a rose copper thing. It will work on cooler skin tones and it will work on warmer skin tones. The next one, number 3, the third one, right here, this is a taupe. And it's, again, got that frosty metallic. They're all pretty light, but you can see they're light, but they're very pigmented. And they apply, like, that's just one swipe. It's like this amazing application, really great. This is, I think, kind of a medium taupe. I can almost see different, as I see the light hitting, I can almost see different undertones, but I can't really tell what they are. Maybe a little, I always keep saying mauve, maybe a little mauve. A lot of times when the warm ones have an undertone, it's kind of a reddish thing, but I don't really see red. And this one is kind of warmer tone, but still, again, because it has that shimmer metallic to it, will work beautifully on both warm and cool skin tones. The last one I just loved, and this was one I was playing around with the most yesterday, this dark brown. This is the least shimmery. This has like a soft sheen, a satin finish. And again, one swipe. I love this brown. So if you want to get a smoky, kind of a natural nude smoky look, you can really build this up. You can also build it up darker if you use it wet, but I actually just love doing this. So what I like doing is I like lining the under eye with it, not wet, because I don't want that kind of strong a brown, but you can see it's still super strong. And then I take it and I dot it into the crease, and then I blend it with my finger. And I like using a finer brush like this and blending with my finger more than using kind of a bigger brush where it'll just blend with the brush. I like the control of using my finger to blend it in. And it just blended beautifully. I tried to leave the brown showing a little bit, but it was really hard because they do just seem to do that by themselves. So I just love this brown. It's a dark brown. It's definitely got subtle warm undertones, but it's not so warm that not everyone can wear it. And I don't know, there's like this genre of browns that I just find look beautiful on everyone, and this kind of falls into it. They're like these deep, rich browns, slightly warm, but not too warm. But just that richness in the color really brings out a lot of eyes. So sadly, I really like this. I had, part of me wanted to really like this collection, and part of me wanted to not like it so much, because then I wouldn't have to be tempted to pay this much for their other stuff coming out or whatever. I guess the Nude Dip eyeshadow palette is pretty much sold out online, but I know that my local store still had it. So if you can find it, I would get it. It is pricey. It is something, though, that is very flattering, and the colors are great. They work really well, and they're a little bit different. I read some people saying online that they're easily dupable. I don't know. I guess everything's easily dupable these days, right? There's so much makeup out there, but I don't have another palette that is like this one exactly. So I really think it's really pretty. Kind of a judgment call, and I think that is it. I'm gonna do one video as well for the contour blush duo, and one video for the lipsticks. So, and it'll be a while before you see me buying more Tom Ford, although I'll enjoy this collection. If you have comments, suggestions, thoughts, please let me know. Please subscribe. And then I also have a new book out. It's called Escape. It is a terrorist novel, so if you like terrorist novels, please get it. It's on Amazon. If you don't, stay away. Thanks very much.